All right, folks, welcome back to beautiful Peachland, North Carolina, down here in Firewater Farm Sawmill. I'm gonna show you a little bit about what we're doing today. If you've noticed in our previous video, check up in the top right, we've been cutting a little bit of pine for an addition that we're doing to the house. So what we got right here, we're loading up our Nyle L200m Wood Kiln. And what we have on the bottom right here, and now these are 1x8s. They're different lengths, starting at 14, 12s, and 10s. We're gonna dry these. We're gonna tongue and groove them for flooring. Now up top, we have our 2x4s. These are 2x4x8s. We cut them nominal, so they're 1.5 or 3.5 by 8. Reason we're stacking it like this, you want to spread your load across your cart. So we started out with our longest lumber on the bottom and worked our way up to our shortest lumber. And we wanted a little bit of weight on this flooring to keep it as straight as we can, so we threw this bundle of 2x4s on top. Now this is the first load we're putting in our kiln. The second load we're gonna put in here is gonna be all of our structured 2x6s, 2x8s. 2x6s for the rafters, 2x8s for the floor joists. So just gonna show you a little bit about what we're doing. So if you look down through here, you see that we don't have much clearance on this side of the kiln. Now I made these stacks 4 foot wide so we could get more lumber in here, because we're gonna load this thing up to the teeth, folks. So when you're stacking out there, make sure you try to stack uniform. Try to make sure your stickers are all 16 inches. And you see ours are pretty much all together. Might got off a couple of inches here and there, and I had to move one of them due to the forks on the bobcat. So, but just keep that in mind, folks, when you're stacking your lumber. If you're gonna kiln dry, make sure you take extra time. Get it stacked right, get it stacked correctly, make it nice and neat, because when you go putting this stuff in this kiln, if it ain't right or if it ain't uniform, you're gonna find out real quick that it's not gonna roll in and not gonna look right and not gonna dry properly. We'll show you another thing when you're kiln drying. Always try to remember to put your probes in. Now these two little probes right here, they screw into your wood. And this is where your moisture probes hook into your Nyle L200 controller. You don't want them on top. This stuff on top is probably gonna dry a little faster than here. We try to keep it somewhere in the middle. It would be preferred to have it like right up in this area, but I can't get in there to put my wires in there. So always remember when you're stacking your lumber to put your probes in there. You don't want to roll it in there and say, oh crap, I forgot to put my probes, and had to roll it back out, pick everything back up. So just wanted to show you a little bit about what we're doing and how we're stacking our lumber. So maybe this helps y'all out. We're gonna load this up, go ahead and roll this into our kiln. We're gonna go down there and get our other bundles, put them on our second cart. Now this kiln, it's a Nyle kiln. We used a 40-foot storage container. We built this kiln off the Nyle book that they provided for us when we bought it. We put a header beam in the middle of it. Now, folks, this header beam's dead center in the middle of this kiln. That way I can baffle my wood properly around my stacks. Your dehydrator unit is right here in the middle of the container, and it's offset to the side. So we had to offset our tracks accordingly. Now the widest stack that I can stack in here and stack it comfortably and get around it is a 4-foot stack. Maybe this might help somebody out that's looking to build a kiln. It's all in the Nyle book. We did not come up with this ourselves. The track is out of the Nyle book and the carts as well. And I highly recommend Nyle if y'all are looking to purchase a kiln, because they have great customer service. Anytime I have any questions about what I'm doing, I can call them up and say, hey, I'm drying this. I'm not a pro at it. What would y'all recommend? And they gladly help you out. And to me, that's a peace of mind, because they're there for you. They're just not there to sell you something and then get on and try to sell the next kiln to the next customer. So y'all keep that in mind if y'all are looking for one. So show you all this, what we're doing. Maybe this helps y'all out. Y'all have any questions or comments, hit us up in the comment section. We appreciate all the subscribers. Y'all have a good day. play that song like a rock. Strong as I can be. There we go. All right, folks, so we're getting ready to load our second cart. You notice we got all of our dunnage laying down right here. We cut 3x3 pine for this, and just gonna give you a little tip. We have our track located offset in our kiln, so you don't wanna stack your lumber too far this way, and you don't wanna stack it too far that way. So when I lay these down, you notice all of them are pretty much in line. I do 13 inches right here. And what that does is that keeps me about 5 inches off my wall, give or take, maybe 6 inches. And it keeps me away from my unit in there as well. So you gotta keep that in mind when you're stacking your lumber. You just can't go out here and throw this stuff down and you get to rolling it in and it hits the wall of your kiln. Y'all keep that in mind when you're kiln drying, or if you want to kiln dry. This is just some kiln drying tips that I have learned over the past little while kiln drying. So it ain't always about centering it on your cart. We want it a certain distance off that wall. That's what we want. So hope this helps you out. Just wanted to show you what we's doing.